Still Sunday afternoon. If my battery holds out, we'll do this one. I am now on the Oakland Avenue Bridge, standing over Dave Lyle. And right here over my shoulder, you will see these railroad lines right here. And this would be, I think, a north-south type line. But it was a line that was to connect Charlotte, and honestly, I'm not really sure right now. I think maybe with Atlanta or something like that. But this line is why Rock Hill is here, because it was supposed to go through Ebenezerville, which is, that way toward the airport. And the people in Ebenezer didn't want the railroad there because it would soot up the place and it would scare the children and all that. And so Alexander Templeton Black, for who Blackstreet is named, had this land that was not really good. They call it blackjack land. It wasn't really good for growing crops, had a lot of rocks in it and stuff. And so anyway, he said, you can build the railroad out there. And so they started building the railroad here. Now we're talking about, like in the mid 1800s or early 1800s. And, they didn't have like rock delivery. And so you had to figure out where to get your rock from. Well, they found a ridge that was just loaded with rock. And that ridge is right here, right down here where Dave Lyle is built. And you can see it goes all the way down. And if you are from Rock Hill, if you've lived Rock Hill a long time and you were a kid, you used to go ride down Main Street, and it was such a dramatic drop, it would literally take your stomach in the car, and it was like a ride that the kids would want to do. Take us down Main Street and let us lose our stomach. But it's this ridge here that was made of rock, and they would dig that rock out, and see down there, you have to have rock under the railroad beds, under the railroad ties. So they needed to be able to dig the rock, and the place where they dug the rock was called Rocky Hill. They started calling it that. And then later on, that's the place where people would gather, and they put up a store there, and then, and then they got a post office, and so goes Rock Hill. And it was this railroad right here that brought it here. And I want to show you one more thing. And if you look in the distance right there, right past Marshall Piano Company, you'll see the other railroad. And this would be like the north-south line. So one was an east-west line and one was a north-south line. And this is one of the things that made Rock Hill such a really awesome business place, because you could bring in your goods and products, particularly cotton. You could bring it here and you could ship it in any direction. And that's also the reason that Winthrop University is here, because they had to be able to get their women, this women students, was all girls school, to and from the university. Winthrop College, Normal Industrial College for Women is what it was first called. And it came here in the about 1880 something. But it was because of the North-South Railroad. And it's that intersection that is hugely important. And that's the intersection right now where Renew Our Community is located, in the old Good Motor Company, where it says Kia on there right now. But this is a place that is bringing right now in lives of people renewal to lives. And it is a place, a catalyst for our community to rally together and see the needs that are there and come up with solutions that are sustainable, that honor the lives of the people and give them dignity and respect. We can do this together. Join us.